Hello, guys.
Hi,
Welcome to another podcast. This is Danai,
and this is Steph.
and this is the Everyday Grind Unfiltered. So, what do we have? What do we have here today?
What are we talking about?
I think it's important to talk about confidence in the gym.
Yeah.
And maybe even some things that we're doing at the gym and we don't know that other people are doing as well because we feel self-conscious
Yeah.
about them. Or
Yeah.
I know we have all stages of people, all levels of athletes out there, beginners, intermediate, or professionals. Well, pretty much all of us. Sometimes
yeah.
we go through the phases of confidence. What is something that you do at the gym and it's because you don't feel confident, or sometimes you feel that you will be judged? Is it something specific that you have in
I'll
mind?
let you go first.
Yeah.
What's your one?
I think it's one of those that we really discussed as well. It's the sweaty.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
So it's basically the sweat patch.
Yeah.
So I'll just say about us
I think all women know what we're talking
all
about
women,
here.
regardless of level.
Sitting on a bench. We all know what we're talking about.
Discreetly wipe it while we lift off our bum off the bench.
Yeah.
So that's something that I think everyone is feeling self.
But it's funny now as well because all of this stuff is out there on social media.
Yeah.
And everyone sees this now.
Yes.
So even when we used to be able to do what we did with wiping and things like that, not thinking anyone knew, except for women, now we know that men know.
They know, and you can tell
because they see
they
see it on
notice
social
now.
media.
So people notice it when you do it. And so what we're talking about, let's go back into it. It's basically, you're sitting on a bench, you're training, and when you lift, you leave like a sweaty patch or the trail of sweat.
Which is normal.
Which is completely normal. Exactly.
It's normal. That's what women's bodies are.
And I think and in saying that, men's body, sometimes they sweat because, you've got your legs
We sweat
closed
everywhere.
as well. Exactly. It's like the armpits.
Yeah.
Basically. So you just sweat there. And that ties in with the gym ick. That's why it's good to clean.
Put a towel down. Yeah.
Put a towel or clean it, wipe it.
Especially if you are self-conscious. And I totally get it as well. Even though it is normal,
Yeah.
100% normal, we're also human
Yeah.
to feel a bit insecure
Yes.
about that, if that's the appropriate word to use. So that's the thing. If you just want to put a towel down and,
Yeah.
think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know I do, just because I know that I'm going to look around. And I think last time we trained, I looked at you and I was like, and I put my knee across and you just started laughing straight away because you knew straight away. It is what it is. Like, we're training, we're sweating. It's normal.
A lot of the times what I do is when I go to lift, I just on purpose brush my thigh or my knee and wipe it while I lift my bum off the seat.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times for me, I feel embarrassed when I'm doing a PT with my coach.
Yeah.
And I'm just lifting.
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't care. He doesn't even notice.
They don't even look.
They don't even
it's
care.
us.
But it's me thinking, I'm like, oh, let me just wipe it.
I was the same in my classes yesterday as well. When I did a class, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully no one's noticing this.
But saying that, you shouldn't feel embarrassed of doing that. You might feel that's normal, but you shouldn't. Everyone does it.
100%.
Everyone sweats. And
it is what it is.
It just goes back to just clean after what you're training, the equipment. So then the next person who uses it, there's no issue. And that was one. What else did you have on your list?
I think another one is just be confident in yourself. We all have different body shapes, body type, everything.
Yeah.
Women do have a lower belly pooch. Our uterus is there.
Exactly. There's
Organs
a
are
whole
there.
organ there.
It's
that grows a
it's-
baby. That's a big organ. That's an
it's
organ.
organs. It's normal.
Important organ.
Yeah, like it's normal to have that. You know, even really, really thin, fit women still have that. It is completely normal. There is nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. Cellulite, you know, that's, I think, a
Yeah.
big, I mean, I know now there is so much body positivity out there, which is amazing and it is incredible because we are trying to change how society looks at women. I think we still have a long way to go
Yeah.
with that. But, you know, again, you could be the fittest and you still have cellulite. It's normal. It's women do carry more body fat
Yeah.
than men. You know, we are
We're built different. We're
correct.
different.
We're built because we are meant
Yeah.
to carry
Yeah.
children. Our bodies are different. We're structured different.
Hormonal difference, massive
Correct.
hormonal difference as well. Our testosterone is a lot lower than the men.
Correct. Time of the month will affect your body as well. You know, I know with me, closer to the, you know, when I was getting my period as well, you become so much more bloated.
True.
So bloated.
So now that you mentioned that, do you find yourself wearing different clothing
Yes.
around your cycle? Okay, we all do that. Okay. Let's accept
when
it.
I was getting my cycle every month, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much. The lead up,
Like-
especially the week before,
Baggy clothes.
baggy clothes,
and, yeah.
everything that was loose around, particularly the stomach
Yeah.
area, and
comf-
longer.
And comfort as well.
Correct. But then as soon as that week was done,
Let's go back to tight.
it was
things.
back to
Yeah.
the tight clothes, showing, you know,
Yeah.
if you're wearing crop top, whatever it was, straight back into it.
Yes.
So
I do the same. And I don't know. I mean, I've trained with like being fully bloated and just sports bra when it's like so hot out there. But at the same time, I feel comfortable in baggy clothes in general when it's
Same.
that time of the month, let's say. So in general, even at work, I'm going to wear like a loose dress or something that I'm feeling more
Yeah.
comfortable to move around. Whereas, you know, the next 2 weeks after the time of the month, you're feeling your most confident. Again, that's hormones, guys. It's literally
Yeah.
it's the hormones that play a massive role to this. So, you know, crop top comes out,
Yeah.
shorts come out. So it's just very, very different.
Yeah.
But again, going back to you need to feel comfortable and confident at whatever you're wearing. We all do that. We all think the same. Like most of us think the same. It's not bad if you're bloated and you're wearing a crop top. Just do whatever you feel like you want to do.
exactly. And
But,
even if you're not bloated and you just have rolls when you sit down, you know, you're
And we
about
all
to,
have rolls when we
correct,
sit down. Unless,
sitting down on a bench, grabbing, you know, dumbbells out, and you've got some, like,
Yeah.
it's normal. It's,
Yes,
it's-
exactly.
It's, we're human. We're not,
Exactly.
you know, we're not robots.
yeah.
Where we don't have any body fat or organs or anything like that. It's normal.
Yeah, everyone, like with body rolls, like people that I was looking online and I was like, oh my God, you know, because online is a whole different story.
Yeah.
So I was looking and I was like, oh my God, this girl is, you know, amazing body. She never has any flaw. And then you see them in person and you're like, okay, they're still amazing. They still look great, but they are human.
Yeah.
They still have a role. They still have some
Yeah.
sort of cellulite or
Correct.
they're not that
Stretch marks,
perfect.
everything.
Exactly. And I think another one for me, which it's about feeling sometimes self-conscious at the gym, is the underwear
Yeah.
with women and tights and shorts. So I feel like it's easier with men because they wear this, even like their shorts are more baggy
Yeah.
usually. So whatever they wear underneath, that's fine. Whereas with us, we have all these different sizes and
Yeah.
all these different shapes that we can wear.
Yeah.
And
Low cut, high cut,
Yes.
medium cut,
yeah, exactly.
everything in between.
Yeah. And when I get like a new active wear, I always just go in front of the mirror, squat in front of the mirror.
Same. Is it squat proof?
Squat.
Do some RDLs?
With a light.
Is it all good
Yeah,
this way?
with a light. Like, can you see anything?
Same.
Ask. Yeah, you know. Or when we train together, we just go to each other and like, is it okay? Like, can you see anything?
In the changing room before we go out.
But we're just here to say that we all feel the same and to promote that body positivity. I had a girl the other day coming to me at the gym saying, "Can you? I can't look behind with the mirror. Can you please check if if my underwear is visible?" And I liked it because I'm like, okay, you felt comfortable of coming to me, and that's all the gym community is about. That no matter who you are and what you are, if you need the help from another person in there, you're all here for the same reason. You want to feel healthy and train. So, but it was funny. I was like, no, you're good, girl. You can go. Don't worry.
And we've done that so many times as well. Yeah. With the underwear line. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Do I need to angle my top more? Do I need to do this? All the time.
So saying that, I heard online a lot of stories of girls that they train without underwear.
Yes.
That's for me.
I've recently heard that. I did not know this.
Yeah. Like I won't be able to do it ever.
I don't know.
And I don't feel it's.
I never would. Good on you if you do.
Yeah. If it's healthy, like if it's hygiene wise as well, because you sweat, and then you go back to the sweat marks.
Well, I always wear black, as you know. I don't do colour. All my leggings are black. But even then, I would, like, obviously you can't see any sweat. But then imagine the women that do wear those fluoro coloured ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like I wear sometimes fluoro ones, but always with underwear. TMI, guys, sorry. But still, like that thing.
That's what this is, unfiltered.
It is unfiltered. Yes, that's why we're going to talk about everything. Don't worry. But I was just thinking that I would feel so even more self-conscious of, and plus I don't know if it's like healthy or like not healthy, but the clean wise for your like the material to touch your organs and stuff. So it just kind of freaks me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just use that. They just say, oh, okay, well, instead of having the underwear line, I'm just not going to wear an underwear.
I would think it's uncomfortable. But
yeah.
Again, if you do it, totally fine. Whatever, you do you.
Yeah.
But I would feel quite uncomfortable having the leggings, especially because I wear a lot of my leggings, or all pretty much of my leggings, are the scrunch bum leggings. Not all women have those ones, so maybe
they're not for all body types as well. You just need to have like that growth there.
But especially like the scrunch bum ones, I couldn't imagine not. I don't know.
Well, I know this episode is more about body positivity in the gym, but I just wanted to say about the going back, like the self-conscious situation sometimes, which might link to the next one, because we were saying probably the next one will be about different levels of people at the gym. I also feel sometimes embarrassed or awkward if there is a new machine at the gym.
Yes.
And I've seen it online, or I've never seen it before, but I want to use it.
Yeah.
And I just go around and I'm like a predator.
Yeah.
Like just coping and like walking around and think, what's that?
I'm the same. And wait till the gym's a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
Or people aren't in that particular section for me to try it out in case I do it wrong.
Or if someone else is using it, I'm literally
watching
looking,
them.
Yeah, I was like,
how do you unrack it? How you re-rack it?
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, okay, gotcha.
Where do the weights go? Yeah.
Yes, where the weights go. That's another thing.
My biggest thing with all of it though is unracking and re-racking.
Yeah.
That's my big, because I'm like, I don't want to look like
you don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. And people are like, what
is this chick doing?
What is she doing? Doesn't know how to rack or re-rack a machine or something.
I always start, if it's a new machine, a new exercise, or if I'm going to a new gym that, does the same exercise but a new sort of way that machine operates, I always do zero weight at the beginning.
Yeah.
just to see how it feels, how heavy, and if I can move correctly without injuring myself as well. And then slowly I start building up the weight. And I don't think the first time I use it, I don't push how I would usually
Still
push.
figuring it out.
Figuring it out. That was me with the pendulum, for instance, lately. that pendulum that I went into another gym, it was just the racking was different. It had like an option at the back and at the front. And I was like, well, what's the difference? Why?
And that's the thing. I feel like even though that machine is the same, like for instance, you know, the hip thrust machine, let's just use that as an example. You know which way it's meant to move.
Yeah.
You know that because there's only one way a hip thrust can go. But there are so many different types. One with a full back.
Yep.
One with half a back.
Yep.
One with this, one with that. Face plate, like everything is different, even though it's still the same exercise.
Yeah, exactly.
I've actually started Googling.
Yeah.
And figuring out
video of something.
Which one my gym has in terms of the new one. And figuring out, okay, so that's the re-rack. That's that. Because then if you look at a different machine, it's completely different.
Yeah. Well, I've recently done a hip thrust that it's a pin-loaded one.
Correct.
And it's with a belt and a cable, basically. So I don't have to rack weights or anything. You just load it. It's a little bit higher than normal. Like my feet are higher, my whole body is higher. And then you just, when you lift, it's cables.
Yeah.
So that was also different. Of course, I started with like the first plate just to see how
because it all feels different, right? Plates to body weight to dumbbells to cable, like it's all different.
Yeah.
So you don't know. You could be lifting 200 with the weights.
Yes.
But with a plate, and then the cables, you're lifting half of that.
Yep, exactly. And you don't know until you try it, but that's another, self-conscious situation. Sometimes when it's a new machine or you're at the new gym and you don't know how it's going. And
it's normal. Again, all of this totally is normal.
Like we definitely want to promote more people to try or ask around, go get a trainer from the gym and say, hey, how is that working? Check if the machine has a QR code. Some of the new ones, I've seen that they've got a little QR code.
I've seen that.
Instead of Googling it, you basically do the QR code and it goes to a video on how to use it. Yeah. Which is new thing, amazing. And like body positivity as well. We all do the same things. We've been there. And it's good. It's good to promote body positivity and more people to attend to the gyms and don't feel self-conscious about some things that they're doing.
I think so.
So I think that's all.
Brings us to an end.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's all I had written down.
But if you guys have anything, I'd be interested to seeing if there's anything else we have, because that was our
opinions.
Our ones.
Yeah.
But if there's anything else that you guys feel,
I'd be interested to see, because that's how I found things that I'm doing. Yeah. Other people are doing too.
Same.
So I can relate.
Yep.
So whatever you guys have, write it down below. We might have a lot of other people coming and saying, oh my God, I got the same.
Yeah.
And even for us, something that we do and we don't think about it. So yeah, and if you like our podcast, like, subscribe, share it so we can continue doing it and it supports our channel, which is great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Danai.
And this is Steph.
Bye.
Bye.